Glaivewraith Stalkers are a prickly lot. Some might even describe them as stark and dour slayers. If you want your Glaivewraiths to show a little more life, vivacity, if you want them to show the joys of undeath, it may be necessary to sneak up on them and give them a little love. In my case, I started by painting what I like to think of as the spirit body, the part under the tattered remnants of the clothing, white. My goal for the day is to get a bit better at blending, but to start with I painted the main colors. I want the Glaivewraith, like all of my Nighthaunts, to look like a reverse flame, as if entropy has reversed itself and made the flame grow hotter the more it is removed from the source. Come to think of it, reversing entropy is most likely a great way to bring back the dead. So I painted the thickest parts of the wispy body and those closest to the bulk of the clothing red. The first step toward the blending was then to paint a band of orange around the red, a band of yellow around the orange, white around the yellow, and finally blue for the wispiest of the wispy parts. With this rough gradient setup, I painted the red again to get a wet coat of red paint, then applied the orange in a hurry so that both paints were wet on the model at the same time. I used thin paint and a wet brush so the paint would mix right on the model. Speed is so important in this step, I only painted a small section at a time so the paint could blend before drying. continued this process with the goal of a smooth transition between each color, returning to parts that stood out as having too great a delineation between colors until I felt satisfied with my reverse candle flame Glaivewraith Stalker. Then I repeated the process in blue for the spine-pierced cloak, in that case blending from light blue on top where the most light would fall on it, to dark blue in the recesses. I also blended brass and steel colors on the blade after trying each color alone and finding the weapon dull in appearance, if not in edge. I am happy with this result for now. Wet blending alone didn't result in smooth enough transitions, and I resorted to a bit of what I think is called feathering. Maybe I will practice that technique next. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valor.